What's up, y'all? It's me, Tasha C. And in this particular video, y'all, I will be recapping Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 10, Episode 4. Now, we started to spice it up a little bit this particular episode. It's still a backburner. Let's get Candy out the way. You know what I'm saying? Well, she went to New York and she's doing a photo shoot for Essence. I actually had that magazine, and I didn't get a chance to read it. It's like my mom, had the magazine. Even explained gave me a recap about what exactly was in the article. And I don't think I've seen that magazine ever since. Yeah, okay. But anyway, she's excited. She's talking about juggling motherhood, and she really wish she could spend more time because Ty's going with her. And you see, Ace, Ace is updating, helping his daddy pack and stuff like that. Since Karma's like, look, I'm up here like with Geico and stuff, and just went on in everything with her insurance company, and the other guy, I think the one that Candace got into. So she's got to get another person. Since Dewan come in there, he trying to throw stuff into the bag. He was like, I haven't packed your mama's stuff. I think he was telling that to what's Candace baby's first child's name? I don't want to mispronounce baby's name, but her first child's name, okay? She, like I said, she's growing up and stuff like that. She's 14, but 14 and stuff. She look about 6 feet. I don't know why. Maybe I'm over exaggerating. And they talk about events. The child says she don't want to go to the zoo. She's like, I like the zoo. I just don't want to walk around it. So, but Candy's, like I said, she's juggling motherhood, and she really hopes that Ace understands what both of her children understand when they get older, that she's doing this to make sure she's secured back for her baby, the babies and their futures, okay? So she goes there. They basically say it's a confidence issue. I think the editor or chief in essence talked to her. The person over the beauty and fashion department also talks to her. And she takes these shoots and ta-da, pretty much. So go on, Candy. All right. So we down with that one. Now, Cynthia we do see, but let's talk about her and Will, which you do see the chemistry there. They're at their second date, the ice cream place. They're talking about the blog. Will just smile at Ace. Cynthia just smiled like, I think I know he's, and I'm feeling him and stuff like that. I think she was talking to Nene for a second, and then she was like, let me go here and talk to Will, because, Will, I forgot to add, last episode, does not believe he leaves his phone in the car on dates, okay? So they all talking about, how he's in the blog, because it was a picture, I think it was on the Shade Room, and, if you follow Instagram and their website, stuff like that, certain, the blog entertainment sites and Gossip once had it where it was her, Will, and Quad and her husband from Married to Medicine. If y'all, don't watch that show, they just had them in a thing. They were just talking about, getting adjusted to date somebody, but they were flirting with each other with the ice cream. She was getting something with some caramel and blah blah. But I noticed they edited that out in the show because I remember she said something about the I could have sworn Cynthia was being flirty too, and it had something to do with the ice cream, like she likes a little caramel or something like that. Could have sworn. But in the episode, we heard him talking about, I like strawberry. You got strawberries with vanilla. She's like, you like strawberries? He's like, I'll tell you, in the near future, what I like to do with strawberries. Okay. So they're just talking. You just see this chemistry oozing. Like if they could, they would take each other and get smash in their car. In the car they could park. I mean, it's just like you really see the chemistry. So she was just talking about, somehow they had a conversation about, the Lake Bailey place. And he said, when could I go over to Lake Bailey? And she's just like, oh, very soon, the way it's going. But you could just tell, like, that means 99.1% chance he'll be over there very soon, okay? And he will be, in a bubble bathtub with her, whatever, or giving her the bath before and after they sessions, okay, with Barry White in the background, okay? I just see, let's get it on, just this oozing, chemistry between them. And not because of the sexual, but it looks like as far as right now, they seem to have a good chance of being a, nice match. Not now, because they, natural couple, but it just seems like, she has that smile back, So, all right. Now, we're getting ready up for this party. Let's get Portia out of the way, because Portia was not there neither at the party. She was not invited for this party, this grand thing that's supposed to be continue with the return of Kim back in, show. She ain't got no damn peach, but, she's starting to tiptoe, I guess, back in here. And if you, of course, you've been looking at the shade apps and everything else, you've been seeing what the heck has been going on. So, and it was a couple people that returned it. Some two other folks would get into that. A couple people, made it, made it little entries back again. Now, Portia sister comes back over there. Now they had some of the semi fallout. She hasn't seen her all weekend. She don't know where Lauren was staying. Okay, she probably was using her amount of points she got for using the airport, and probably just either just stayed in the hotel, or whatever. So we don't know where Lauren and the baby have been staying at. But she came to talk to her. I think it's a cousin, and also Portia's one of her assistants, whatever. But it's her and her cousin. I think named Pat or somebody, one of their cousins. And they're talking, and she's talking about Lauren just is so upset because she doesn't want to actually. I thought that she was going to honestly be upset because basically how the way that, kind of she got played because she kept saying about the ownership part, and then about giving like she's going to cover. It's like basically Lauren said that's like 85% that'll go towards Portia, and Portia's all talking about okay, like oh well you should be happy and whatever. We are owning it, even though technically I'm only giving you like damn near a little commission and shit, and I'm gonna have to do all the fucking back work. But Lauren's actually upset because she's kind of concerned about the way things is going to Big Words. She's going to be tuned out and basically be thrown out as not being, being sister no more. What's she gonna do? Like, it's like Portia gonna push her out the side. That's what she was upset about. She's crying. Portia's crying because she's like, I don't want to put more burdens to you, blah blah blah. And Portia's like, you come to me, your sister, because she's like, Lauren's like, I don't want to be looked at as a baby, and I'm almost 30 years old. And cousin was like, yeah, you're a mom too, and stuff like that. But that a kumbaya session and crying, blah blah blah. And then you have a later scene where you see Portia and she's just talking about she's glad she wasn't invited to this Nene because she's like she'd rather pull out her toenails and have them, have them in a shot glass Bibles party. And she's up there sexing up, I guess, like the wigs and they're going over that. So Portia's out the way too. Okay, so we're getting ready for this party. Nene's husband, she did this like the day or whatever after Greg is out the hospital, and there's no blockers, thank goodness, in his heart and everything else. But he's like, there might be a possibility he may have to go get a pacemaker, but he has to go to a cardiologist. And also he was saying that they had to shave his groin area, and he was like, huh? Because she wasn't able to get there in time, I guess, when they started the procedure. But I guess, to check just in case it couldn't, I guess, find the artery as far as like breathing or doing the scope and, doing the blue fluid and everything else. They might have possibly had to find the next artery, which is near the groin area. So, but he's, I guess he was saying about his heart is beats normal, then it kind of slows down and stuff like that. So, we'll just see, but at least he's doing fine and he's talking and whatever. So, he gives Nene the green go light, and about this party, whatever, right? And they're going to do a party. There was also another scene where Kenya meets up with Sheree, and they're trying to work it out again. They go to this recycling class, and Kenya was like, first we kind of had this rough patch, like, her unfinished basement of Chateau Sheree, but now they're trying to, see if they can be a better start. And Kenya appreciated that Sheree said, congrats about your wedding, your marriage. And so she was even trying to invite with Sheree when they got their smoothies and talk, but she also threw a little shade to Sheree, like, you could tell who's in better shape, and the proof is in the pudding. And a lot of pudding is over there. And I was kind of looking like, Sheree, actually, her arms are a little bit more tone, got a little more tone, than yours, Kenya. I don't know. Okay, I'm not saying so. Can you tell she tones, this here and there, over there. But at the same time, she was kind of acting like, okay, Sheree really should have been put out a fitness series or something like that or whatever. Like, okay. But she's trying to offer Sheree to do the domestic violence thing, and she says she has to see because another coming nonprofit is coming to her to be an ambassador, so she wants to make sure she appreciates it. But I guess she wants to make sure there's one conflict. There's another scene probably before that where Jack Daniels visits the home, and her 2 kids that she has with her ex-husband, are there, and he's talking, and basically, how did this first assignment go? She says she still feels uncomfortable. She still feels uncomfortable about telling her kids, who probably have seen it on TV, but we just gonna go with the story, But if she feels comfortable, then we just gonna take it by there, as far as talking with them. But the man said that go ahead, go, I guess, one night now in a hotel room, eat something you ain't supposed to eat, enjoy. So, like, I guess, like, like I said, take steps. So I don't know which step it's going to be before she tells her kids about the abuse that her ex-husband had done. Okay, so she's still working on that, y'all. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying my best to do to just entertain this. But let's get on to the drawing board where it's the leading up to a big event. Nene wants to have this particular party for the girls and gays. She's talking to what I think friends named Pat, whatever, and she's just wanting to have this fabulous party with shirtless men and everything for the girls and the gays, like Bay a gay best friend or whatever. And does she mean? And even if the women who did attend the party in the confessionals, like, does she mean bring a gay? Does that mean a gay male or a gay female, or is it like renegade man or female, man or woman? What? Huh? A white event. Like bring the accessory of a gay man. What? Bring a Judy? What? Okay. So she has an event. Greg was kind of there. I think he was trying to get a piece of chicken or something like that. But he was down there too. And we're showing women get prepared. Now, we first see at the door, I'm like, wait a minute. They have like Love is Blind, whatever, something in the back of their row. Guess who it is? It's Marlo. Nene and Marlo had made up. They talked. They even did the flashback 4 years ago when Marlo was kind of reading Nene a little bit. And, they had that part like, you mad because, I'm King Spring, blah, blah, blah. But Nene's like, they argued, they argued a little bit. And they came in terms, realized they miss each other. So they're going to continue to be friends again. Blah, blah, blah. Kumbaya. Thank you for being a friend. Now everything's good. Okay? But they're just talking about, like I said, I think it was Kate Merritt, and I think it was somebody else that she was talking to besides Mark. Now, before the party, when she was talking to Pat and this other guy named Brandon, I think she also has a friend named from Brandon that's from Phil. Okay, and they were talking. I know it was her, Pat, and Brent, when she was getting ready to talk, get this party started. I think it was like day before, whatever. Now, Portia actually is down the street, down there. And Nene talks about a text, like, because, she's like, Kenya's on some booze. I ain't got time for this. Not today, nor tomorrow. Okay? But her problem is, of course, with this situation is, now, how in the world, like, Portia trying to make it seem like Nene's angry and all this other stuff, whatever, and talk to me, can you talk to me about, so anger me? Nene's like this, I ain't got time today. I ain't got arrangement to have an F to give about anything you gotta say right now. And then she even brought up to them, like, you know what? She had all this stuff to say when she was talking about she was about to be drugged by Candy and all this other stuff, but then threw Phaedra on the brush like she didn't have nothing to do with it, and blah, 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 I'm playing this in a row, because, Portia likes to play that dingy-ass role and stuff like that, like, 2 plus 2 is 11. But really knows the damn answer, but plays the dinky role as a character, okay? So, she obviously has been over there to the house, but she claims like she's never been there. So Nene is having this weird thing, this white party, bring yourself, the girls and the gays, and have an all-white party, say, remember this, or I will remember you, or something, whatever, or please remember this. And it seems to be, I think, a connection between the fact since Portia, pretending like she never knew that she's been over the house, or playing I never knew, or what's going on, or we're doing the memory game. Well, I don't know what the hell it is, but that's where people are also confused about the theme of the party. But like I said, she's having, full catering service and all this other stuff. So we're getting fast forward, people getting prepared. Now, Sherry invites her plus one, which happens to be Kim. She's been over the house, she's hugging Courtney, blah, 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 and everything. And she has this shirt that has like a dog with a bone in its mouth. And I didn't pay attention, I think like Marlo and Nene and all that were talking once they were the last ones, because the last ones that actually came out of all the girls. Besides, like I said, Portia was invited, and, Candy was up here, making my moves with the ass was covered. So, when we get prepared, when Sherry was talking about, I'm actually the ones to introduce, her, Corey and Kim, right? And she was like, they brought the flashback when she was, Kim was talking to Corey about how fabulous his ass was looking in, his dance outfit, dancing in ATL, whatever, it was a charity event. And, here goes Sherry Jeray was like, you know what? The people can say like I'm a matchmaker. I'm like Cupid or somebody. Matchmaker Cupid, because she had to remind us, it was 5 years, been married, 6 kids later. Yeah, or they can also call you, fertility guys and shit, because that shows plenty kids. So, good for that, Sherry. So you want to clap? Okay. So they're talking about a couple events, about this event plan, blah blah blah, and then Kenya gets brought up into it, and Kim has such a problem with Kenya. Even about the whole thing about this marriage fake, that bitch, it is this, that, she ain't, whatever. And it's like, okay, even to a certain point, usually, I don't be taking, I just team whoever, team right is right, wrong is wrong. Okay, that's what I'm on. But I'm like, what is her thing with Kenya? And so she gonna talk about the marriage and stuff like that for a minute. And they were just talking, and she also had to bring about Nene and talking about, I think I seen Nene mom, but she didn't see me and stuff like that. But I see her, and then she gonna zoom and take a picture of Nene's car parked in the handicap zone. She could have got ticketed. Ooh, that was illegal. What the hell are you taking a picture of a car for and shit like that? That was supposed to be evidence. I don't get it. And interesting enough, she sure was drinking out of them damn red cups and shit. I wonder what was there. Pure Fuji water? Fuji? Okay. But anyway, we all to the party. You see everybody there. Now, Cynthia brings Derek J, okay? And Derek, as usual, he always, keeps a fresh cup on his head, outfit, and some heels. I don't know how the hell he even walking those, but okay. But he was at the party, and he just kind of felt kind of confused about, like, okay, this for example, a white person, they say, Blade, your best black friend, whatever the party. He kind of felt kind of like, okay, is it like this some accessory shit, but whatever the hell is going on as far as inviting folks. But I don't think he'd ever seemed like he talked to that. I think like Cynthia or somebody had brought up, because everybody was kind of hugging Derek J. And so he comes in, and then I noticed a person that was there I was like, is that Lisa? Yeah, it was Lisa, the original Real Housewife of Living ATL house. And this person I wanted to bring up because it's just actually the person Nene was talking to. I forgot to mention when she was talking to Brandon and Pat about, Portia and her BS. Now, if y'all remember Monique or Minique, whatever her name is, Minique, whatever. If y'all been watching when Apollo was still not before he, got, incarcerated and everything else. I could have sworn it was another event Nene had, okay, where it was all the couples, and Portia and her sister Lauren were there, and Kenya by Brandon. And it was Krista, don't wake me, I'm dreaming ass, with his wife or girlfriend, whatever Kenya was talking about, whatever. And there was a couple, and it was a guy who was her husband's a retired football player. But when they brought Monique, and I seen her face, and once they opened the door, Monique opened the door like, hi, I know about 13 years. They edited out her husband because Nene also knew her husband too. I think her husband even longer than that, because they knew each other, through grade school or high school, whatever. And Phaedra. And, he was the one who was telling Phaedra and Nene when they went to go visit their old hometown, like, you weren't my girlfriend. You were just one of my hoes in rotation. He didn't exactly say that word, but he was like, hoes rotation. And then when we had this Nene couples event, and Kenya, make a long story short, Kenya was about to check with Christopher Williams' wife or girlfriend, whatever, and was about to go there and check her, because, I don't bring stuff. I bring it to you. So I don't know if she was going to do this or whatever. Christopher Williams grabs her hand, arm, and swings it around like, oh, no, bitch, you're not. So they get into like, hey, and then Brandon comes in, which, remember the soap on King Spring, whatever, right? And then Apollo, which, like I said, if you looked at the scene, depending you like or not, whatever, it was frustrated, it was sexy, but it was like Madman the Sexy. So you see all the sweat, you see all the ass, but he had the nerve to attack Brandon. Brandon, it was just like, he was just in the silk robe and everything, filled pajama, trying to help out Kenya. And then all of a sudden, Apollo starts swinging, like manhandling, swinging, and then all this stuff. And Peter is helping protect Apollo by basically pinning down Brandon. So that way, they actually are jumping poor Brandon, okay? Poor Brandon. And then you see Monique and, like her husband, they was in the corner, okay? They like this and shit. We ain't getting involved, whatever. Candy about to get in a fight with, Mallory and all this shit, Cynthia's sister shit. She was like, I would drag you up in this bitch. There was a lot going on that episode, okay? But I'm just saying this. I remember her because last time I seen her was with her husband, with him in the corner. They're in the corner. They like this. We ain't got time for this shit. Is there a closet so we can hide into? We ain't got time for this. That's last time I seen them. They were in the corner. They were in the corner. Over here. Here. Over there. Okay? That's the last time we seen them. Okay? But they just completely X'd that out. Okay. So anyway, y'all, I just went completely left. But yeah, that's where I remember her from. So that's what she was talking about the porch thing. I was like, so of course she's there too, and everybody, even Derek, like I say, everybody just talking all smooth and blah blah blah, whatever. It's good conversation. Even though I think Cynthia or somebody said like, about how where Derek J feels, and Nene was like, I'm not trying to be shady or nothing like that. I just everybody want a good time, whatever, blah blah blah. And so we got Sheree coming in and Ken coming in. Because, like I said, it was just people just talking and blah, blah, blah. Nothing like really major, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, Lisa popped in, let you know, like Lisa Wu. And then they showed, like from the first season 1. She was original. We never going to see, what's his name, wife, what's her name, D or something like that. I don't think she's coming back. But Lisa decided to make an appearance. Okay, like I said, I was like, wait a minute, is that Lisa? Now that's original. That's one original, y'all. If y'all haven't watched from the beginning, that is one of the originals as well, just like Kim. Okay, so, and Nene. Alright, so, they sat there talking, whatever, talking, listening, and then, like I said, when they came in, it was like a drum roll, and then here go Nene was like, is that Kim Zodiac? She's surprised she wasn't actually offended. She didn't even feel that. So when she was like, this Kim, and here you go, yeah, Nene, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, they were talking to Jackie, everybody was giving them hugs, blah, 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 whatever. And even when she talked to Nene, they were actually having, they were like, yes, bitch, yeah, bitch. So, but just in a friendly way. But, like I said, then they got a conversation, they all want to go, I guess, in the white room where really nobody supposed to be sitting on, or whatever. And it's really just the housewives and everybody. I don't know whether Monique was there, but I do know Marla was there, I think, and stuff, and Kenya, whatever. And, mostly the cast. So, they're talking, and they're talking about one of the things, of course, that kind of really set it off. It's like Kenya and her husband. And blah, blah. And then here go Kim out of nowhere like, yeah, well, because he don't exist. Then the bitch bring it up again a couple times. He don't exist. And even Kenya had to say something like, you know what? Now, you already had your research, so, why don't you just Jackal say, why are you getting hard on me? Why are you obsessed with me, bitch? What is the problem, blah, blah, blah? Which is true. It's like, what is her obsession with Kenya, stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. So, Kenya go back and forth to my house, Kim to my how ugly Kenya is, and blah, blah, blah. And, they go back and forth about the certain minority of Kim, blah, 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 and this and that, blah, blah, blah. So, it is, because like I said, it is going back and forth, blah, blah, blah. But Kim wants to stand up, and I guess this is when they decided to be continued, so we can see all next week and stuff. They up here, like, and then here, Kenya's like, you trying to trick your daughter out, you trying to sell her for some John Legend tickets. And then here go Kim trying to, oh, that means you stalking me on Twitter. Actually, no. Bitch, we kind of have seen that on popular entertainment sites and stuff like that. They screenshotted where she jokingly said is that she tried her, John Legend's wife, Christy, the model, the one who has no filter her mouth or whatever. Like, they actually joked. I could have sworn, or somebody please remind me, that I could have sworn she was saying, like, yeah, I had to get my, my daughter, to spread them legs, open that mouth, let y'all know what her mouth do, and whatever, just get the front seat tickets and VIP and stuff. They didn't say all that in paraphrasing, but they were jokingly as if she did try to sell. This is not something that Kenya had to sit here and, go to her site. This is something you could just lurk on the damn, like, certain pages, because they screenshot these text messages. They were joking. She was joking with Christy about basically, getting her daughter. And they were already arguing the truth on the back and forth before this, of course, the show premiere. So now she all mad thinking that Kenya had to go look on her page in order to see this information. In the same way we found about Kenya and married her husband. Websites, everything, just like Cynthia and her man, or, Cuddy, but whatever the heck Will's gonna be, okay? But I'm just saying, same spot. You have to go on these people's pages to see stuff, and, let's go on these sites and certain Instagram pages or look on yeah. So anyway, y'all, hugs and loves, and the show is starting to pick up a little bit, so we see from there. But I don't want to ride out as much as I can. But y'all have us a pleasant week, pleasant night, pleasant day, and I'll see y'all next one. Hugs and love, y'all. Take care. Love y'all. See ya.